Teddy's 250. You've had some pretty good signings over the years. Sonny Bill, Cooper, Cronk, Luke Keary. This is a 2-time premiership winner, 5-time Jack Gibson winner. Is he just about the greatest signing at this point?
Yeah, he's been huge impact on the club. 250 games. I think you might correct me on how many games he's played at the Roosters. But I think he must be about 160 or something like that games here, and he's had a huge impact. He's our captain, he's our leader, and he's played an incredible style of play over that. The consistency which he's played with, it hasn't always been an easy road for him. With injuries early, and then the constant scrutiny that he's been under, but he's held a line throughout his career, and to get 250, it's at his speed, is it's a credit to him.
It's hard to hold that line as a fullback as you get older, but do you feel like this year, if it's not at least held, it maybe even gone up slightly? Yeah,
I feel like he's really led the way for us. I've mentioned it earlier in the year. He came back early in the pre-season, earlier than he had to pre-Christmas. Got to work, and that showed in his form right from game one. He's been leading the way.
Will Victor be reflecting tomorrow?
Geez, you just jumped.
No segue. I know I couldn't.
There couldn't be. There wasn't a link there that got it into. Yeah, he's right to go. Yeah, he's got one more thing to tick off this morning, but he'll be ready to go.
Were you always confident? I know they said there was no surgery, always a chance, but were you always confident he'd be back this soon?
No, I wasn't. It was, to be honest, I gave it hardly any energy about when he was going to be back or not. It was more medical, take care of that, and then when he crosses that line, and he'll be ready to go, and he's done that.
How similar or different is it to Cooper's injury?
It's similar, but obviously Cooper required surgery, and it was quite a significant sort of separation in the bone and that there. So same spot, but slightly different.
How big is he just in terms of the physicality in that forward pack, Trent?
Yeah, he's a pretty key player in the way that we've played over many years. He plays a high intensity style of play, and he's key to how we want to play.
Jared, back to that's got 2 big ins for your forward pack. Do you feel like you wanted him to step up after what happened last week?
You're in that time of year where you've got to step up. You have to play really well, and we're looking forward to getting back out there tomorrow night at home and putting the foot down. It's a great time of year, and we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's an emotional time potentially for Jared. His time at the club's coming to an end with a few suspensions this year. How's he been the last couple of weeks?
Yep, ready to go, getting prepared for this week. So that's the pure focus. All of that sort of stuff surrounds it, but it's about playing 80 minutes, and that's all he's focused on.
Is it a bit late now to curtail that aggression, considering it's to the end, like getting that balance right with him? I know it's been
at 35. Look, he's got a style of play, and we back Jared, and we're looking forward to him bringing that intensity from the start. We know the way he plays. Everyone knows the way that he plays, and we're backing him to be at his best tomorrow night.
That narrative of the last dance, I know you haven't wanted to get drawn into it too much, but you do have a significant amount of experience and players that have been an important part of this team. Do you use that as all? Has that been discussed that cadering into this game, this could be that last chance?
It's, not at all. Not at all. We haven't even discussed it because that's not our vision for this game on Saturday night. It's another game on our path there, so we're just purely focused on the 17 guys that run out there playing their best. We're not. There's no nostalgia there. It's all about how we're going to play and what we want to do. We're not done, so we're pretty clear on our game style that we want to play, but also the motivations about putting on the jersey and playing our best footy tomorrow night. You're right.
But just for you as a coach too, I mean, it's sort of going to be not a rebuild, but there is going to be a significant tournament for you. Do you think about that and the significant
Not one bit.
For you?
Not one bit. You change your focus, you change direction, you put it in there, you waste energy on stuff that's not in front of you right now. So, my focus, woke up Saturday morning and got ready for this weekend. Didn't know the opponent, and about 6 o'clock on Sunday night, you focus on the opposition. It's really clear on how our world works and what our focus should be on.
What do you want to see from Sandon, Robbo? He said earlier in the week that probably a few moments he didn't nail last week, but at the same time he was really excited about getting another opportunity to execute this week.
Yeah, I want him to be him. I want him to play halfback, play the team style, but then also express himself in the way that he wants to play and the way that we like. Build his game really well at the start of the game, and then play his style. There's good discussions early in the week. Sit down with him, back him, and then let's go again.
You were very adamant last week that you weren't going to move Joey Martin into the halves, that you were backing Sandon. What gives you that faith in Sandon?
I've seen him over many, many years. Thousands of conversations around his role and what he does, and then also his ability to players like playing with him, players like standing next to him. We know how good Joey is, and he gets to play where he's played for 150 odd games and play his role in that position. So just the belief in him as a player and the work that he does.
Trent, Penrith and Manly, two pretty different oppositions, but what do you take out of that Panthers game?
There's some things there that we would have liked to have done better, obviously. All credit to them and the way that they played. And then I really liked the resilience and belief in the way that we came back and the bench guys, what they did, and then the other guys to turn it around. And emotionally that can sometimes stifle you, where it allowed us to grow and then go after it again. I really liked the mentality of the group.
Have you seen that resilience sort of manifest this week from the boys?
Yes, yeah. There's always the feeling of wanting to get better after the start of the game, but then there's also that belief in knowing what they can do, and then you get back your confidence, get back your belief in your system, and go again. Focus it on a different opposition and get ready to go. That's this time of year.
Manly showed some resilience last week to come back against the Dogs. What do you see as their biggest dangers? That they've got a number of real superstars in that team.
Yeah, obviously different players that have got different experiences there that they rely on, and then they're a high shifting team, a high ball movement team, and defensively, you got to be able to pressure that and move really well, and then attack them with the ball as well when you get that opportunity. So it's a different challenge and an exciting one.
Turbo didn't look 100%. Get a sense of any traffic his way.
Yeah, it's a bit about how do you, you always look at opportunities in that, but also I think I said it at different times, you can't have that pure focus on that. You have to be aware of opposition and where they're at physically, but then also, we nail our game and that'll look after the fullback as well.
Just on the Kiri, how do you look back at his contribution to the Roosters? He had those head knocks, he's come back from everything and managed to stay. How do you look back on his career here?
Can't wait for him to play on Saturday. That's what I can't wait to do is, go on. The future's still to be laid there for him, so focus on that one.
Well, how important has he been just to the club and what he's done to be able to get you as far as you've gone, in this period?
Yeah, can't wait for. He was a part of that, turning us around in that second half, and he'll be leading the way from the start of the game tomorrow night. Cool.
Thanks, Trent.
Thanks, guys.